My husband's daughter, Madisen, is very much out of control.
I like getting to do whatever I want.
It started to go downhill with skipping school, attitude. She was just very rude.
I disrespect my mom because I don't like rules.
Madisen's behavior, wow. From staying out all night to going out with her friends, defying anything that an adult will tell her.
When I was 13, my drinking started like every weekend.
Madisen is defiant. She's a liar.
I disrespect my stepmom several times. I would call her a bitch. I would scream and yell in her face.
You know, F you, holes. We were just pieces of She was thrilled at the fact that she had hit a teacher.
She kept getting up in my face, so I shoved her and slapped her. Felt good. Well, I liked it.
Joining me now is Madisen's mom, Brandy, father Justin, and stepmom Sue. You guys, first off, have some real differences of opinion as to how we got here, right?
Yes, we do.
You believe she's the problem.
I believe she's partial.
You need to forget about being on television. You need to forget about the cameras. You need to tell me the truth. Because what you just said was your first major backpedal, because that's not what you told us when we were interviewing you. You said you believe she is a big part of this problem.
Absolutely. I feel over the
Okay,
years.
and when I asked you, well, you know, partially. So, I mean, you want to play games, go somewhere else. You want to deal with this child's life, let's deal with it. What do you think?
I think she is a big problem.
What has she done to create this beast, as you call it?
I think she's had so much free reign. I think she's been put aside, maybe on the back burner.
She's been able to do whatever she wanted
Yes.
to, because you think she's not structured enough.
Right, correct.
Okay, what do you think?
I feel that we are all to blame for Madisen's behavior. Justin has not been a part of her life for 15 years, Dr. Phil. And every time that Madisen got in trouble, I would call him. So I don't know how he can say that it's my fault.
How long did you two know each other when you got pregnant with Madisen?
We went to school together. We went to high school. And we went out one time, and we had sex, and we ended up having Madisen.
You went out one time, had sex one time, had Madisen, which led you to say, well, I hope it was worth it. Because you got a lifetime of problems from that one night stand. Have you tried to distance yourself from your daughter?
I think recently I have, yes.
Because that's what she says.
Yes.
And, you know, kids say a lot of things. I just want to know what you say.
would agree
She
with
says that she did get pregnant, and she had a miscarriage, correct?
Correct.
And she says right before her D&C, she says, you said, I shouldn't have to be here because of my daughter's stupid mistakes.
I would have to disagree. I would never say that, because if that was the case, I mean, I made the effort.
I disagree with that, Justin.
And I went and spent time with her.
I totally disagree with that, because our daughter was in tears before she had her D&C. And I asked her what was wrong, and she said, my dad specifically told me he should not have to be here because I made the mistake.
I only got a text message, and I was at work.
I tried calling you, Justin, and you would not answer my phone.
Message. I
Your
received
mother
a
is
text
the one,
message.
Justin, your mother is the one who you finally answered, because you wouldn't
that is
answer
correct.
your daughter's text messages all day long, or mine that day of the D&C.
You denied paternity for 2 years,
Yes,
right?
I did.
Because you didn't think it was your
Correct.
baby, that Madisen was your
Yes.
child. And then you found out she was.
Correct.
Did I hear right when I was listening to that tape piece that Sue put you in a position that you had to make a choice?
I would say yes. I was torn because it was like I wanted a relationship with my daughter, and I wanted my marriage to work, because I mean I wanted to be the perfect family.
Did you put him in a position where he had to choose between you and your daughter or his daughter?
Well, Maddie might perceive it like that, because when she would
Well, he
come...
perceives it like
well,
that.
and that too, but we've talked about it a lot, but when she would come to visit us, she wanted just completely daddy time. She didn't want the family unit. She wanted just daddy. She was trying to do everything and anything to put a wedge between us so we would get divorced and she could have him, just totally him by himself. So that would in turn...
Can you blame her?
But-
She's never had...
Who are you talking to?
Oh, because she's glaring at me.
I'm sorry?
was
Oh, you were
glaring.
talking to her. I asked you the question.
Okay.
And I just like to look people in the eye when I'm talking to them. I can go stand over there. Would that be a yes? I'm trying to get the facts out here, because I'm going to be honest with you. I frankly don't give a damn about y'all's feelings, to tell you the truth. And I don't think you want me to. I ask you, did you tell him you're either going to choose that daughter or you're going to choose us? And that's what he said happened. That's what she said happened. I asked you, and you gave an essay to somebody.
Well, I was talking to Brandy.
Okay, but is that where you came down?
Yes, but there's facts behind that.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
No, I could make your argument better than you could, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But the truth is, the answer is yes. And you feel like she is so disruptive and so disrespectful, and you, unlike him, are unwilling to throw your daughter under the bus.
There was a lot of baggage. I mean, she came from sex, alcohol, drugs, and gangs when she was living with you. We were in hopes of trying to turn her around. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew it wouldn't happen overnight. But every single time that she's come to visit us since I've been in the picture, she's done everything in her power to put a wedge between all of us.
But you said to him, because you've got a daughter that is a delightful young woman from what I understand. And she's a good student and a good kid. And you thought, whoa, now we're bringing in a really bad influence here.
Well, there were a lot of factors in. Abby's always wanted a sibling. When Maddie came to live with us, we wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt and roll out the red carpet.
Didn't work out.
Well, because she didn't want to take responsibility.
I'm not asking why, it just didn't work out.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to get I'm only going to get my dance card right here. And then, so you did make a choice. And you chose not your daughter.
At the time, yes.
Yeah. And in fact, you wanted to terminate your parental rights.
It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was, because I understand that I can't. But I'm not saying, in the heat of the moment, yes, I had said it, yes.
But you did say that?
Yes.
You said that to Madisen?
Yes, I did.
Do you think that's a reasonable position to take?
No, it's not no.
I hear all this. I don't ask myself why she is the way she is. I ask myself, why not?
I got pregnant at 14 and a half.
It felt like she had drove a dagger through my heart.
I do believe it was a godsend that Maddie had a miscarriage.
My boyfriend, he's 17 and he happens to live right behind my house. We've tried to have a baby, and this month I'll find out if I'm pregnant or not. I think I'm pregnant because I've been having unprotected sex with my boyfriend, and I've been having symptoms of pregnancy. It was planned, I guess. Like, we wanted to. He wants a baby and I want a baby, so I guess it just happened. I feel that having a baby would help change some of the choices that I make. I think if I did have a baby, then my life would be a lot better. I think I would push myself to do better in school so my kid could have a good life. I would stop going to parties, I'd stop drinking. I would start listening to my mom more. Having a baby would prove to my dad that I can do it, even though he puts me down saying I cannot do anything. I want to have a baby so that I can have something that is gonna love me no matter what. Surprise, Mom.
In fact, you say that you're having sex every day now in an effort to get pregnant.
Yes.
And in fact, you think you're pregnant.
Yes.
You think you may be.
Yes.
Well, before the show, Madisen took a pregnancy test, and Nurse Sharon is here. Tell me what you want the answer to be.
I think it's no, but I'm hoping for yes.
Sharon?
The urine pregnancy test was negative.
Dr. Phil, where's the parental control?
I'm sorry?
Where's the parental control on Brandy's house since Maddie's living with?
Well,
When you had your daughter, when you were Madison's age, you weren't having sex and you weren't partying either?
No, I wasn't.
We all make mistakes. I know I've made mistakes with Madisen. Why can't you say, yeah, I've made mistakes too? Why can't you admit
Brandy,
it?
I have made
You
mistakes.
have not once admitted you have made a mistake. But I have.
This is not my mom's mistake. My mom does not know that I was having sex. I did not tell my mom.
yeah, sorry to out you like that because I know she didn't know that, but while we're on the subject, why don't you tell us how to fix that? Do you have a suggestion?
Well, my suggestion, the reason I wrote DrPhil was because I felt like you were her last thread of hope.
Well, that's your one good answer. You picked the right thing, because I'm certainly getting ready to give her a lot of guidance. You can believe me on that.
I don't have a place to call my own. I don't have a room at my dad's house. I have a room at my mom's house, but I'm not allowed to make it like my room. I can't put stuff that makes me me, like pictures of my favorite soccer team or posters. I hate the room here.
Well, we're back, and I'm with Madisen, and I've sent all the adults in her life away. It's just you and me. And I want you to know that there is at least one person in this world right now, at this moment in time, that is 100% focused on you. How desperate do you feel in your life right now?
Very. I feel that I'm willing to do anything to get my dad's attention.
Because having my dad would be like having my best friend back. Me and my dad used to be really close when I was little until he got married. And then I was pushed to the side.
What do you want from your father that you don't get?
I want him to be my dad, not be the dad in certain areas that he wants to be a dad.
If I help him to know how to do that again, are you open to doing that?
Yes.
But you have to understand, you have to be part of this too, because you're doing some things right now that are not okay with me. And I'm like a rash. I just don't go away. Okay? Getting pregnant is not an option. You're spinning out of control right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Not this moment, but I mean in your life, you're spinning out of control.
Yes.
I want you to hear something. It is not too late for you to create the life that you want, need, and deserve. You are young, intelligent, you're very well spoken, you're absolutely gorgeous. You have so many things that are going for you. The adults in your life are not behaving well. I want to make an offer to you. There is a school. They offer therapy for things like cutting and where you can get some different coping skills. They will close the gap on your school for you so you get back where you need to be in your school. And it's a chance for you to do something for you. Now, while you're there, I want to create some serious work with your mother, your father, and your stepmother. They need more work in getting this family right than you do. So, I don't want you around them right now. I want you, and I can't send the three of them away. Is that something you would be willing to do?
Yes.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.